What a ball game. I thought both teams played extremely hard. They went to the glass extremely hard. We worked extremely hard on defense, and you got a great athletic, both teams out there. They got some great players, and it was a great ball game all the way through. Both teams hit some big shots.
Thank you, Coach. This time we'll take questions for Ranjane. Please raise your hand and wait for a microphone. Please identify yourself by name and media outlet.
Brooks Cabina, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Ron, just going back to the championship game for first time in a couple of years, just what's that like right now?
Before I answer your question, I feel like I have to give all praises to God for getting us this far. Sorry, y'all, I'm a crybaby. For blessing me, for blessing me with Coach Foley. He's a tough coach, a very disciplinary coach, and I look forward to another year with him. It's not over yet, but I first have to give praises to God for getting us here. To answer your question, my freshman year when we made the championship, I sat on the bench. So now this year, I'm looking forward to playing in the game and helping my team out and just getting the dub for Little Rock, for the program. All the hard work that we've been doing is finally paid off. Well, it will pay off, not yet.
Got a follow-up in the middle first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just those being, with less than 10 seconds, three-point lead. I mean, being back in that position after being up, what was that last bit like and preparing for the end?
Just remaining poised, remaining under control, not getting excited. I feel like all of our players who haven't necessarily touched the floor in this arena, in this setting, they did an extremely well job of staying under control and not panicking. I'm proud of my team.
Yeah. With a minute and 31 seconds left, this was a 47-45 game, but you guys went on a 9-0 run that lasted until about 8:16 of the fourth quarter. You want to just talk about that run and how you guys were able to, I don't know if you can remember it or not, but how you guys were able to outscore them 9-0 and pretty much seize control of the game, 56-45.
It starts off with our practice. Coach Foley gives us drills where the team who gets the stops, the most stops wins. The loser has to run. So our mission was to get 3 stops in a row and then build off of that and continue to go. Our defense generates our offense. So with those stops that we were able to have, we were able to score and keep the game in our hands.
One more from the middle.
Right at the end of the third, he hit that 3, and it's a lot of emotion going back, and you started the fourth with another swish. What was that feeling like at that point?
Oh, my goodness. I felt really great, honestly, because my freshman and sophomore year, I was really in the post a lot, making counter moves, getting hit all the time. So I was like, I want to expand my game. I'm a shooter, coach. So throughout the season, I'm shooting jumpers 12, 15, 17, and I felt confident to shoot that 3, and thankfully I made it because I'm sure if I didn't, I would be on the bench.
No.
Any further questions for Ranjane?
I like talking, y'all.
She does that.
We'll get one more for you then.
A comment on maybe your teammate, Terron Moore. She goes out with knee injury, comes back in the game and has an immediate impact in the second. Just what did you see from her when she came back?
It was her ankle.
Ankle?
Mm-hmm. But, man, that shows some true character. I know she's a tough player, but she has a lot more of my respect now. I respect her tremendously as a player. Coach Foley talks about Chastity Reed, his former player who had an ankle injury, had to go a shoe size up. Terrion had to do the same thing, and she came out, and she just played. I have mad respect for her as a freshman.
Thank you very much, Ranjane. You can head back to the locker room now, and we'll move on to questions for Coach Foley.
Can I take this with me? This is cute.
No problem. All right, questions for Coach now.
You see, I coach some characters.
We'll start off with Daryl on the left.
Coach, usually when a team gets 26 offensive rebounds, they shoot much better than 32.4%. What was the key to you guys being able to defend against them so well?
Well, we never did. I didn't think they ever got started just with, they're a good jump shooting team, pulling up the free throw line, shooting threes. They never did get those. They got offensive rebounds and stuck it back in, but they never did really get on the run of hitting some threes and pull up jump shots, and I think that was the key to our defense.
And it seems like what they like to do is, you know, pick and rolls, and you guys were jumping those. I mean, how big of a part was the game plan for that?
Well, I mean, we've been doing that. Most teams, that's what they run, the screen and roll anymore these days. And so it's something we work on. But on them, they had 3 or 4 different ways they use the pick and roll. You know, down there, we learned a lot playing against them down there. So, you know, even though we just had a day prep, we had a lot of things that we knew we could do different than what we did at their place. And I think we did a good job of it.
Oh, you go ahead. You got a follow-up?
Well, just a different question, but you know, being up and then the missed free throws, being up 3. I mean, what was that moment for you? I know there's a couple
I felt
times.
bad for Ray. Ray struggles at the free throw line, and she played such a good ball game. I mean, she came off the bench and played an excellent ball game. And, you know, she's thinking, well, I played terrible. And I told her, I said, heck, you played a heck of a ball game, girl. Don't worry about it. You know, you missed some free throws. But we made plays when we had to, and she made some big plays in that game. We wouldn't have been in that situation if it hadn't been for the way she played.
Coach, talk about your, I guess it was your execute, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you shot really well in the third quarter. Was there something you changed at halftime?
Well, you know, they started playing, they went, you know, I think we run them out of their man defense. They couldn't guard us man, and you know, we did a great job again. And in the zone, the trap, you know, we don't see that maybe once or twice a year. So we had to work a little bit. I had to get it in our heads what we needed to do to execute. We got unaggressive against the zone. We were aggressive against the man, but and I told them, I said, guys, you got to attack the zone just like you do the man. And once we started attacking, I thought it helped us out a lot. We got fouls, got to the free throw line. So.
And I guess Ron clarified it was an ankle for Terrion. I mean,
It was.
just what was.
It's pretty. It's going to be swell. But like Ron said, I think we got a warrior in that kid. That's one of those kids. I don't think an ankle's going to keep her out of the game. So it's going to get sore, no doubt tonight. But you get that adrenaline pumping, and I think she'll be able to go. She may not be 100, but I love kids like that right there.
I mean, the only team that beat you guys in the Sun Belt season. I mean, what does that mean to get a win there?
That didn't mean anything. Winning the days wasn't mean anything. It didn't matter if you know who it was. Today it's about winning. The past is that's another season, and you know you can't. We're not worried about who beat who in the regular season. It's about who wins these games right here.
The last time you guys were in the championship, you lost. I mean, how do you?
Thanks for bringing that up.
No, I'm just. I mean, do you use that with the experiences that they have?
I don't even remember the last time we were in. You know, that's just something I forget. Whether you win or lose, you know, when you've coached for 40 years, you don't remember all the things you've done. So, I just get caught up in the next game, and I enjoy it. It was fun today, and it's good to be on the winning side. It's tough when you lose. You know, I've told our kids, you know, everybody's going to lose. In the next 3 or 4 weeks, everybody's going to lose except for one team. So everybody's going to have heartache here at this. But when you win, it's a lot of fun. And the farther you go, the more emotion you get higher and higher and higher. And then all of a sudden, when that loss comes, you go low as you can get. And that's tough. That's tough. But that's what this time of year is about.